Hi my salty pecans, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pamela, and on today's video we are going to be talking about something that is still rampant in the houseplant community. That is plant theft. Yes, this story I will be sharing comes from Reddit, and it is none other than another houseplant thievery, just cold, hard handed. You got it right in your face, caught on camera, plant theft. So if you're interested in this Reddit post, then keep on watching. To the person who stole my Monstera yesterday. You could have knocked on my door. I would sell you the whole pot for $5. Well, 10 if you knock on my door at 2 a.m. Or let you take a cutting for free. So I'm going to actually go ahead and share with you two separate security camera angles. The first one is from the front, and the second one, this angle is more to the side. So go ahead and watch those. So the post continues. She still wore her name tag and probably was just back from a late night shift. Fortunately for her, she was not wearing a uniform. She knew what she wanted, went straight to the point, and did not look back. Unlike my wife's shopping habit. The theft happened in Kilbourne, near Churchill Center. This was the fourth time it had happened to us since we moved 14 months ago. I made a police report, but I don't think the case priority was high enough. I may talk to other neighbors for more footage of the car. Can anyone identify the make and model of the car? Thanks a lot. So as you can see in this video, the theft, the robber is wearing essentially looks like jogging casual outerwear, and as you can see from the post, they have their name tag on. So again, it seems as if they came from work and they have may scoped out the area prior, a couple of days before, weeks before, who knows how long. This thief, this robber has just been lurking and eyeing this particular home, and especially since from the way this angle of the home is kind of near the corner, so you can come by from different angles. You could be coming from the north, the west, the south, or the east, and you could probably spot this plant depending on the direction that you're coming from. So yes, let's go ahead and read these comments. As you can see, the poster, the Redditor asked, can anyone identify the make and the model of the car? And of course, someone was able to identify it, In the comments, someone said it looks like a Ford Mondeo, sounds diesel. I agree. I think diesel Ford Mondeo, as well as I have one myself. So this particular car, they said, is maybe a 2010 Mondeo, a Ford Mondeo, So again, this post was dated February 1st of 2024. And a couple of weeks later, the poster went ahead and gave an update about a month and a half later, okay? So the post goes, "Hi all. It's been a while since my original post about the theft at my house, so I thought I might make a new post to update you. I was foolish to think the thief would be sacrificed and lay low for some time. She came back the next day for more, and this time she picked up my philodendron. I was really upset because I didn't have enough time to act. I could have set up a better camera angle or taken all of the plants inside. The police could not care any less. I decided to go all in. I bought a pack of apple AirTags and planted them in the best looking pots I have left. It was quiet for a month and a half, and then she turned up again at 11 p.m. 2 days ago. She was more casual and bold to come on a Friday night when my kids was not even asleep. I woke up in the morning and found she had taken another philodendron and an AirTag this time. I got to the address and camped there from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. I couldn't find the car, the person, or my plant. I went back there at 1 p.m., but still nothing. Finally, I returned at 10 p.m. and found a matching car. I immediately provided the address and license plate and updated my case with the police. I told them to not reveal how I got the information, as I was terrified that she would get revenge if she knew I baited her. I am waiting anxiously by the phone and in hope the police can retrieve all 3 plants. And again, thank you to all who helped identify the car model and generously offered me their plants." So let's go through some of the comments. So here are some still photos of the theft, okay, the thief. I keep saying theft. Here's some still photos of the thief, and here's a still photo of the car. This was very brave of the Redditor. Again, this person has been doing this a few times. Again, as you can see from the post, this has occurred about 4 times in the last 14 months since this individual has lived in their home. So it potentially may not be the same robber, okay? This just may be an unfortunate home that can get attacked because of the location and just the beauty and the grandiousness of the plants, the beauty and how well they're maintained. But again, this has occurred one too many times, so this was very smart of the Redditor to do that, okay? And putting the AirTag in the plant container was genius. It was recommended by a lot of the Redditors as well, people reading the post. They gave a lot of suggestions. Some were more acceptable than others. Some, came to the point of unaliving. Let's not attempt to or recommend unaliving individuals, especially when it comes to a plant that, as you can see from the original post, the seller said they would have sold it for about $5 to $10. Let's not sacrifice someone's entire life for a $5 to $10 plant, $5 to $10 cutting, whatever. Okay, it's not worth the whole entire plant. But someone that is going around stealing, that is not genius. So they deserve whatever sort of punishment they will receive if they got caught, okay? So let's continue reading and let's see what ended up occurring, okay? Some of the Redditors recommended to put up flyers. Someone said, even better, put these flyers in all the neighbors' litter boxes. Their neighbors deserve to know what they should keep an eye on their properties as well. Someone said, what a POS. Makes you wonder what else they steal. Exactly. What else? Someone, with sticky fingers, you can never trust them, especially inside of your own home. You never know what sparkles in their eye. They're kind of like the leprechaun, you know, the leprechaun. From that leprechaun movie, that whenever it sees gold, it just goes crazy. It's willing to cut fingers to get a gold ring, do anything, bite, literally, okay? So people with sticky fingers, you never know what they're willing to do and exactly what catches their eyes and how crazy they'll go. They'll go as far as stealing, you know, coming to your home multiple times on video, okay? And fortunately for them, they got caught. You know, stupidly enough, they did not realize there was an air tag inside of one of the containers, which again, you eventually have to get caught. You know, you should have been satisfied with the first time you did it. The second time, okay, but going back again, come on, that you're doing way too much. So that third time, when they got caught with the air tag, it's just perfect. So let's continue reading the rest of these comments. Someone says, I think she might steal a lot at work. It's very tempting for me to follow her to work, find out who her boss is, and let them know they can't trust an employee like her. I'm worried there are consequences for going that far. Someone said, yeah, you never know how malicious people can be. If nothing comes out of your police report, someone else will get them. They'll eventually slip up real good and face consequences. Exactly. They're very fortunate, again, that this person may not have violent tendencies. They already know your location with that air tag. So keep your hands to yourself. Do not take people's properties that do not belong to you. I'm very happy, again, that this plant parent, this Redditor, had the genius idea, received that recommendation to put an air tag inside of one of their prized plants. Another comment states, knock on her door and demand it back. I reckon I will let the police do something here. I've done their investigation for them and spoon-fed every piece of information to them. Someone asked, do they live close to you? The Redditor responded, 1.4 kilometers away from my house. This is a mini update from the post we just read. So before that was March 16th. The original post was February 1st of 2024. Now this update is March 18th of 2024, 2 days later. Update 1. Before I caught the white sedan's license plate and address, the police got to the AirTag's location, but only bothered to check one house, which is just 2 doors to the correct house, to the left of the car in the second photo of the post. They called me and left a voicemail saying they didn't see any philodendron at the wrong house. A person who uses a smartphone would have known GPS is not entirely accurate and would have checked at least 3 nearest houses. Update 2. It has been 48 hours since I notified them with the license plate and the correct address. I only received a confirmation that they got the information and were working on it. Their AirTag is not compromised yet. I took the speaker off before planting it. However, it only pinged once or twice a day. I know they only ping when there are Apple devices nearby. So I guess they were watering the plants at least once a day? Ha ha. I'm unsure why I couldn't edit the post. Here are the pictures of the Monstera and philodendron, 2 of the 3 plants they took from us. So these posts are no longer available, but you can imagine what a Monstera and a philodendron looks like. So this next post is dated March 27th, 11 days from the last post we read, and again about 2 months from the original post. It states, good day to you all. A bit of context. Someone stole a potted plant in our garden almost 2 months ago. They kept coming back to steal more plants. So I planted some apple air tags in the potted plants and successfully baited them on their third attempt about 3 weeks ago. I narrowed down their house location using the signal from the air tag. Redditors from this sub were spot on in identifying the car models from the CCTV footage. And thanks to your help, I found the car and got their address. I made a police report, and the wait was painfully long. But, TLDR, look what finally showed up at my house today. Here's the picture. My experience with the police has varied from mildly disappointed initially to highly positive. 1. They didn't take the case seriously when CC footage was the only evidence, which I think is expected. They have other priorities, but at least they were quick to respond. 2. When I submitted the AirTag ping location, I couldn't be sure which house those plants were at. They didn't help knocking on a few doors to look for them. I spent 6 hours waiting for the car to return and got the address. 3. When I submitted the car rego and house address, they told me to make a statement at the police station, which I did immediately, and the investigating officer didn't seem very attentive. She called me back after 4 days and asked me the same thing, and I had to tell her I already did it. 4. I initially requested the police not to mention the AirTag to the thieves, and they said it was the only evidence proving the plants were mine, and they had to use it if I wanted it back. The investigating officer even told me only the plant with the AirTag could be returned, if the AirTag was still there. The other two were impossible to prove unless they admitted. I did submit pictures of the plants as evidence, but she thought they were just weak ones. 5. Today, about 2 weeks after the statement, a patrol team of 3 officers informed me they were coming to the house to retrieve those plants. They dropped by my house to check on the AirTag ping and ask for pictures of those plants. They went to the house, but no one answered the door, so they checked the backyard and found those plants. The thieves reported 2 plants, but the patrols could still recognize them. After getting approval from their hire, another 2 officers rocked up in a UT and returned those plants to me. 6. As for the thieves, they will probably come home tonight and find out that those plants were taken with a note from the police. The patrol officers asked me if I wanted to press charges and go to court, to which I firmly replied, yes. The thieves will enjoy their Easter holiday worrying about that. That's it. No more drama from me. Happy Easter, everyone. So, Salty Pecans, that is the end of this Reddit post. Let me know your thoughts on this story. Again, this is crazy, but this is an outcome that we all want, where the perpetrator has gotten caught, and I'm so happy to hear that the Redditor, the plant parent, the victim, they plan on pressing charges, because someone who does this, they have the cahoots, they have the balls, all right? They have the strength to steal. That means they have the strength to deal with the consequences, okay? So, again, I'm happy to hear that there will be actions. Well, there are plans for further actions to be taken. It doesn't seem like the Redditor will update us, but fingers crossed, if there are any updates, we find out about it. And if there are any, I will share with you all. What would you have done if you were in the place of this plant parent? Would you have put something inside of the plant? Would you have confronted the thief, head on? Would you have walked up and knocked on their door at 10 p.m. when you return and you seen the car there, knowing your plants are in the backyard or knowing your plants are in the home? Share with me what you would have done as well. Do you think placing the air tag in the plant was smart? Okay. I also wonder what would have happened to the thief, all right, if they repotted the plant and they found the air tag, because obviously an air tag is a little silver white sort of disc. Let me share a photo with you all. This is what an air tag looked like when you have brown soil, little white speckles of perlite, and you see this big old singular disc. I wonder if they would have, felt guilty and or felt upset and felt like, what the heck is this? Or would they not even realize if it was maybe just a piece of, I don't know, like a bottle cap? Okay, it could maybe, they're like, oh, is this a bottle cap that has a little Apple insignia? So would they have retaliated? Would they have gone to the home? Have they gone back to the home of the original poster? This last post was back in March, so it's been a while. We're currently in August. So yeah, let me know, Salty Pecans, what you think of this Reddit post. Share your opinions down below with me. And share with me any, potential stories that you have heard of where someone had the kahunas, all right, to go ahead and steal plants blatantly. I've shared a couple stories in the past, which actually I'll tag in this video. I'll tag them in the description box as well. Some other stories of individuals in the plant community who are thieves or who have, in a sad way, just taken advantage of unsuspecting victims. With that being said, thank you so much, my salty pecans, for watching this video. If you liked it, please let me know by giving it a big old thumbs up and sharing. Subscribe if you aren't already. Become a salty pecan because we're awesome over here. And make sure you're following me on my other social media platforms at HauzPlant. That's HauzPlant. And I will see you on the next one. Let's get growing. Bye.